Hey guys, so how are we doing? We are taking our second episode into the charts today, and what I'm going to be running through are a few technical indicators that I personally use, which are quite good for crypto. We're going to look through some of my drawings on the charts. I haven't looked through them myself yet, so I'm just going to kind of ad lib as to what I see and what I drew and what I saw at the time, and we'll go from there and we can explain why and how things work. So first of all, this rainbow coloured thing in the background is called a Fibonacci retracement. Essentially what it is percentage retracement levels from all-time high to the previous low. So you've taken it from the previous all-time high in December 2017. This was the lowest point at the 8th of December 2018, about a year later. And yeah, each level is like a certain percentage, so that's like 161% like gain from the all-time low, essentially. So yeah, and that's basically what it is. And it's a good indicator in crypto as to how far things can extend out. Normally, price does respect it at some levels, like at least a bit, and there's a few reasons for that. Like one, everyone thinks it's mathematical, which, like, yeah, fair enough, it could be. But also, you've got to understand that if a lot of other traders are using the same instruments that you are, then they will create resistance by buying or selling at specific levels. So what else do we use our fib retracements for? Well, they are good for taking profits or putting in take profit levels to give you an idea of where a crypto is going. You can give you a bit of projection in your head of where you want to start taking profits, so you're not just stabbing in the dark. And they're also good for placing buy orders if you're not yet into a crypto, if you want to look into buy something. So what we're going to do is have a little look closer in here and see if anything rings true to what I was saying. As you can see from some of the previous moves, we're on the Bitcoin on the daily here. We're just going to have a look at what was going on. As it broke above the Fibonacci level here, now that is the 0.23 Fibonacci level, we came back and we tested it again, and we went on a bit of a bull run, and we went up to this fib level. As you can see, there is resistance around the fib levels quite a lot. Boom, it bounced back off that one, came up to this one again, bounced down, this time fell through the fib level, came down, touched the bottom of it again, didn't break through. We came down and then rested on the top of the fib level again, tried to break out again, didn't quite break up high enough, broke down below. And then yeah, I was just trying to give you an example of how it respects these levels. That's because people are buying and selling around these levels. Ignore all of this for a second, we'll go on to that in a minute. But as you can see, the last fib level that it touched was this top level here, which is the 3.618 level, and that's when it rejected. That's the last all-time high that we've got. Just tried to break through, didn't get through, rejected it, and now we're coming back down, bouncing off the 50-day moving average. If we break below that, we could be coming down to this sort of level, or there is a 50k. Remember, two things to remember are people like whole numbers in trading, so there can be a lot of buy or sell orders on whole numbers. But also in crypto, they do like these fib retracements. So I'm going to show you how we draw a fib retracement in now. So remember, you can pause this video, rewind it, put it in slow-mo, whatever you want, watch it 100 times. I'll go through it at normal speed. You guys, it's up to you if you want to rewind, pause, etc. So I've removed it from the chart. I'll show you where we find it. It's in this left-hand bar. Remember, I'm using TradingView here. Go back to my first video if you are unsure how to set up your TradingView account. And we look here into, that's the wrong one, it's this one here, sorry. So we look for the three sort of bars here, and we press the little extension arrow, and we look down. Fib retracement is what we're looking for. And then, as I said, you click. Let's just go back. Oh crap, I just messed up a bit. Well, I just wanted to zoom in so I can show you a bit better what I'm going to do. You can see the low is here. This is the lowest point, as you can see. So what we do is we get the fib retracement, we click it from the highest point, we drag it to the lowest point, and you can click there if you want. What I'm going to do is drag it all the way out, way past where we already are, so we can see a bit into the future and project where or what the price is going to do. So there you go. As you can see, that's already drawn a nice little fib retracement in for us. And yeah, that's essentially how it works. What I normally look for, especially in cryptocurrency, for take profit areas in a bull market is anywhere between these two areas, 3.618 and 4.236. These are good areas to be taking profits of crypto, especially if you've been in them from down here. Very decent returns. But yeah, that's what I look for with the Fibonacci retracement. So now let's identify another trading tool that I use, and these are trend lines. A lot of people don't agree with them too much with crypto, but it's very good if you're a beginner to see which way the market is moving, basically. If you're a bit unsure, I mean, it's quite obvious with Bitcoin, but if you're unsure as to what's going on, you can draw in a trend line, and if we draw like a big time frame one in, it just gives you a definite example of which way the market is going, so you know what trade to be looking at. So to draw in a trend line, we just hit this line on the left hand side here. We put the starting point there, and if it's up like that, then we just draw a nice little line below. There's a few ways you can draw it. You can draw one that goes through the chart to give you an idea of exactly where the market's going, or the way I personally like to draw one is from the bottom points of the chart, so it comes back. You can see where it uses that line there, boom, 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 as support and bounces off, and when it bounces off this line and uses it as support, it does make a rally up. So could we be seeing that now? It's taking a little bounce there, it's not quite got the momentum. Could it come back and test that and then take another dive and try and get past this fib level to an all-time high? That's what I'd be looking to do. There's a very simple trading tool you can use there, and the Fibonacci retracement is a bit more difficult, or a bit more advanced, should I say. But what it is very good for cryptocurrency because a lot of people use it. What else can we use? Let's have a look at a smaller time frame and see what else we can be looking at. Remember, when we're trading charts, guys, we're just looking for patterns that repeat. That's essentially what we are looking for in any kind of trading scenario, whether it's crypto, forex, or anything. So let's have a look at another scenario or trading tool that I like to use, or pattern. I like to use a wedge or a bullish pennant to give me an idea or an indication of what the market is doing and which way the market could move should it break the pattern that I'm doing. So as you can see here, I drew a wedge in, and it's essentially the same way as you draw in a trend line. The second way, you draw the bottom that touches all they're called the troughs, the lowest points, and the top that touches all the peaks, and it will give you a small little time frame of where the pattern will play out until, and then if it gets to that point, then if it breaks down below, you have an idea that it could be a downwards move. If it breaks above, then you have an idea it could be an upwards move. And as you can see here, it broke nicely above my bullish pennant there and went all the way up here. So on that basis, I've got another one to show you, which is massive. So this is another one that I drew in just recently. I took the bottom of the pennant from down here. It's not quite in line. There we go, boom. But not quite in line there. Yeah, lovely. And the top, as you can see, it touches here, touches here, here, it does touch here, 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 just breaks through, but just rejects the breakthrough. Touches again here today, and the tops touch here, 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 close here, and so we are looking for this to finish on the 22nd of April, about 12:45, and then we can finish before this if it starts to break through one way or another. It's just another way, again, of giving us an idea of which way the charts are going to move. And one final thing that I like to draw in is, like I did in Bitcoin, that is previous all-time highs. They can often act as support or resistance. So this was an all-time high back in February the 21st. I drew this line in, and then we looked and we tried to get through. We didn't quite get through there. We did get through here. Didn't quite have enough momentum. We tried it again. Again rejected it. Came back down. Built some momentum up. Went above. Sort of hovered around it and then broke out just up to that fib level. And then we couldn't hold it as support. So we came back down below, and we're looking now to gather enough momentum to have another go through it. Right, guys. With that, that's going to be the end of today's session. I don't want to bombard you with too much. So what have we gone over? We've gone over Fibonacci retracement, we've gone over trend lines, we've also looked at wedges or bullish pennants. If you've got any questions, please send me a message. And yeah, have a good day, guys. I hope you appreciated that lesson. I've enjoyed giving it to you. Tomorrow, hopefully my ledger will be here and we're going to go through how to set up a ledger. Right, cool. With that, peace out.